Steam Next Fest is upon us again, you guys, and there are so many demos out there. I have been scrubbing through pages and have already been adding tons of things to my wish list because there are just so many games in development that just seem so creative and interesting, and I can't wait to explore all of those worlds. This list is just a few of the things that I'm excited to dive into, so I hope you find them interesting as well. I love a good cyberpunk setting, and Replaced has such amazing environmental design. This action platformer is completely steeped in the cyberpunk vibe and has a very interesting thriller narrative behind it. You play as Reach, an AI trapped in a human body against its will. Set in a 1980s alternate version of America, the looming Phoenix Corporation actually created Reach, and of course holds most of the power. You'll have to run, climb, and fight through derelict cityscapes as you work to uncover the corporation's hidden agenda and the reason for your creation. If you're familiar with the cyberpunk genre, you'll know to expect some heavy undercurrents within the story, especially as Reach grapples with unfamiliar human emotions and instincts, meets morally complex characters, and faces choices that all carry a heavy cost. I am so interested in this story, even before playing the demo, and I can't wait to watch everything unravel. The release just got a little bit delayed to April 14th, 2026, so make sure to play the demo while you can and get it on your wish list. This game's art is so beautiful. I love all of the illustrations in this game, and I have massively enjoyed following the development along on social media, especially as the characters have been developed. It has just continuously made me more excited to play the game, and playing this demo felt so good, like I was finally getting to meet everyone. We played this together on stream actually, and we had such a good time. This is a cozy narrative adventure where you play as Lune, a witch who has opened a bakery in Paris. She's actually a witch of heart, which means she can heal emotions through her magical breads and pastries. I personally already feel better whenever I eat a freshly baked item, so I imagine if there were also magical restorative powers in them, I'd basically always feel amazing. What I thought would be a simple gameplay loop with maybe some slightly deeper elements actually ended up being more layered than I thought, in a very good way. I enjoyed that the minigames present didn't overwhelm you or take you out of the coziness of the experience, and when I started meeting other people and entering their heart palaces, where the big emotions live, I was struck at the relatability of the stories. It feels like something where everyone can find closure and where the storytelling is gentle and genuine. If you enjoyed Spiritfarer, I think you'll really enjoy this game as well. Plus, it is just lovely to sit on your roof and enjoy the night sky in Paris. This game is also set to release sometime this year. If you're a fan of roguelites, I definitely think you should check out The Severed Gods. For starters, I think the game looks fantastic. I love this art style, and the combat mechanics look like they are going to be a lot of fun. Since it's a roguelite, there is the reincarnation loop feature. When you die, the world not only resets, but also shifts. NPCs will change, the map will kind of shift around, and the story will evolve accordingly. In this game, you play as 3 different heroes on your quest to defeat the mystic dragon Umbra. Everyone in the world will react differently to each playable character, so you won't just need to be strategic on the battlefield, you'll also have to understand how to play to your strengths while exploring. It's also got a pretty customizable upgrade system where you'll get to use relics, over 90 of them, to fine-tune your build, over 120 unique enemies, and over 80 combat skills, so you can really go all out. I am very interested to see the different story branches as the world evolves through your various reincarnations. I can't wait to check this one out. The demo is already out, so be sure to give this one a go and wishlist it. A good life sim can be super relaxing and satisfying to play, and I think Cave Oasis at Shylake looks like it's got a good balance of everything that makes up a life sim. This is a solarpunk crafting and farming simulation game where you are in charge of managing a hydroponic greenhouse on a moon to help establish a more sustainable future for Earth. As you settle into Shylake Town, which is built in an ecosystem of caves, you'll learn exactly how to set yourself up for success, growing things not only from your home planet, but also learning about crops from other inhabited worlds. You can build all kinds of things in your greenhouse, stacking things vertically as well as horizontally, making sure you use the space effectively, and taking advantage of the different biomes available to you. Whether it's cultivating a hydroponic space, raising fish in an aquaponic farm, or just using the deep caves to grow mushrooms. Something that I think Cave Oasis appears to do differently is really rely heavily on the community aspect of a settlement, rather than just trying trying to make sure that you have the most resources stockpiled, the game encourages a give and take sharing system. You'll be able to trade seeds and other crafting resources with the NPCs that make up the community, and even enjoy shared spaces to enjoy each other's company. If you'd like to sink some time in and make sure you're really cultivating the neighborhood, you should check this one out during Next Fest and beyond. I am definitely not that great at Metroidvanias. It's not something I grew up playing, but it is something I always admired from afar. Akatori looks incredibly fun though, and I am very much looking forward to giving this one a go. Blending classic Metroidvania with an intense action platformer, you'll play as Mako, a young girl who is sent on a journey through all of the worlds to stop the amber storms that plague them, which are transforming and distorting all living things. The glimpses of the worlds that I've seen in the trailer look amazing. It looks like there are some truly diverse and interesting environments to play through, and a variety of enemies to keep us on our toes. I also really enjoy when a game not only has a great soundtrack, but also uses the audio cues to kind of give you hints and warnings throughout the game. It's a nice and subtle way to get you immersed and really pay attention to everything going on. And of course, we all know that when the music changes, it signals something is about to happen. I love a dynamic soundtrack. Coupled with the great pixel art, the fun combat, and the diverse landscapes, I think this is just going to be another really fun one to keep your eye on. Akatori, of course, has the demo out now, but is also set to release sometime this year, so make sure to follow along for updates. I'm pretty much always on the lookout for another fantasy RPG game. It's definitely one of my favorite genres to play, and I think Ardenfall is going to be another favorite. It's an immersive RPG that seems to have some pretty hefty world building behind it. The Isle of Ardenfall has a fairly diverse landscape, so you'll be traveling through almost every type of environment as you explore plains, forests, and of course deep dungeons, uncovering secrets, dangerous monsters, and a range of characters to interact with. You also might be faced with some big decisions, or even small ones, but everything you do, even in your character creation, will affect the world. Not only will people remember your actions, but you could even have influence in the political and economic landscape of Ardenfell. The combat system in this game is more of a sandbox combat system. There's fluidity and freedom, so you'll always have your creativity to get you out of a bind. They're actually having special in-game challenges during Next Fest, so you should definitely play through the demo and try to complete them if you want some surprises when it releases in early access. I like games where I get to be challenged, that really kind of exercise my brain. I feel like it's almost necessary now since I spend my time either doing fairly monotonous tasks at work, and then unfortunately I do spend a lot of time doom scrolling. Homgard is a great example of a puzzle game that is challenging and engaging. You have to solve puzzles to uncover the map and reveal elements of the story and history of the place that you're uncovering. The puzzles featured in Homgard are nonograms. Nonograms are picture logic puzzles where you fill in a grid to reveal a hidden image, like a paint by numbers. I haven't seen a lot of games that utilize this specific type of puzzle, so that was the first thing that really caught my eye with Homgard. There aren't any timers, and you're free to explore the world at your own pace. It is chock full of puzzles. They reveal the short stories along the way that detail the history of the world. You can even customize the colors and fonts to really curate your experience to just have kind of a cozy gaming session where you're free to explore and experience the mystery of Homgard. This game is set to release in April 2026, but of course you can check out the demo now, which I do highly recommend. Planet of Lana makes me feel comforted and emotional in the same way that essentially every Studio Ghibli movie does, but especially, and maybe most obviously, Princess Mononoke. That is still true for the second game so far, which can be a standalone experience, so don't worry if you haven't played the first, but you still want to check this one out. There are just so many echoes of things that have happened in the real world that I think it's hard not to feel something while you're playing this. In Planet of Lana 2, new technology has arrived, and though it's clear there's been some beneficial progress, there has also been greed that pushes out further as advancements are made. Different tribes have adapted the new technology to suit their own needs, and unfortunately there's a big imbalance as tensions and jealousy grow, and the world just changes around them. This is a really beautiful, hand-painted, cinematic action puzzle platformer, and as you explore, you'll be met with an introspective journey that layers themes of companionship and trust. I love these types of games, the ones where there isn't any dialogue, there's just the music and the expression to guide you along through the story. and you just kind of fill in the narrative yourself, finding your own meaning. It's nice to have that story creatively explored through a uniquely personal lens, as everyone who plays it will experience those feelings in subtly, or maybe not so subtly, different ways. Puzzles are woven naturally into the environment, relying on awareness, cooperation, and of course, my nemesis, timing. If you've played the first one, you'll know that a beautiful soundtrack awaits, and if you're a new player, let me tell you, you are in for a treat. It is a beautiful game in kind of just every sense of the word, and it comes out March 5th, which is just around the corner. I know Next Fest always features an avalanche of really cool demos, and I know there are definitely things that I missed. This is just a snapshot of some of the things that I'm looking forward to. If you've got your own list, please share down in the comments below. I would love to see what everyone is playing, and of course, let me know what you think of the games on my list too. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video.